Okay, so we're going to have a little look at part whole models, which simply means two parts that when you put them together, they make one. And with tenths, this is pretty straightforward. So we've got 0.4 in this circle, and we're going to have to find out what you have to add to 0.4 to make the whole 1. So we can simply use our number bonds to 10, and the answer for this one will be 0.6, because we know that 6 and 4, when they're added together, make 10. The only difference here is that we're applying those number bonds to 10 to work within decimal numbers. So think carefully about what the answer might be for this one. We've got 0.7, and it's worth noting that it doesn't matter whether the missing number comes at the beginning or in the second circle, it's still put together to make 1. So the missing number is 0.3. It becomes slightly more challenging when you move on to hundredths. Again, our hundredths are going to make 1. So if we have 0.75 in the first one, we're going to be thinking about what we need to add to 0.75 to make 1. This is where we're going to need to use our number bonds to 100. And the easiest thing that we can do for this is to count up to the next multiple of 10 and then work out how many tens we need to add after that. So from 75 up to the next multiple of 10, which is 80, we would need 5. And then from 80 to 100, we've got 20. So it's 25, or in this case, 0.25 is the missing number, the missing decimal. If we've got 0.98, obviously that's going to be closer to 100, so closer to the 1, talking in decimals. So we only need to take those extra 2 steps. But we need to be careful with how we record that, because we need our 0 in the tenths column as a placeholder, and the extra 2 goes in the hundredths column. So thinking very carefully about your place value.